In the 2021 season, Fulham were relegated from the Premier League back into the Championship, and last year they walked their way to the title. They finished 2 points above Bournemouth. They were absolutely flying, demolishing teams, some 7-1s, some 6s, some ridiculous amount of goals scored. There is that worry that they go back up and they go straight back down, just like they did last time. And I'm here today to change that. We're using the Passion for FM database with all the changes on and the players that should be at the clubs. So let's jump straight in, see what we're working with, and see who I have recruited. So here we are. We are on the, well, you see, 5 days before the season starts. We play Bournemouth as the opening game. So fingers crossed we can get a big win there. But we need to look at the squad, and the tactic we are using is going to be the Metaverse 4-2-3-1. I've used this in a tactic training videos before. If you go back, you'll see it is an amazing tactic. And you can also see 3 players I've already brought in. The only 3 I've actually signed. So if we go straight to the transfers, as you can see, obviously last year's transfers are still on here. But I decided what we needed to do was we needed a defender who knew what he was doing, especially in like the kind of upper echelons of the professional game. We needed a strong midfielder that had a lot of Premiership knowledge, and we needed a winger that was a little bit exciting. So what I went with is £1.3 million, Jeff Hendrick. He played 22 games for Newcastle and 122 for Derby. And 122 for Burnley. I'm an idiot. He played 194. As you can see, he played 22 games for Newcastle. He played 122 for Burnley. He knows the Premier League. And for a newly promoted team, a 1.3 million is nothing. I mean, to be fair, after a year, if he does really well this season, you could probably sell him on for a profit to another club that has come up, because he knows what he's doing in the division and he's not scared to really put a foot in and dominate that middle of the park. Next up, a freebie from Lyon, Jason Denayer. He is Belgium. He is absolutely incredible. Valued at 36 to 40 million pounds. I mean, look at this. He was at Sunderland for a season, Galatasaray. He's been at Celtic. Absolutely outstanding from the Man City Academy. And honestly, I love this guy so much. Although I'm wearing a Marseille shirt. Although he's at Lyon, he's an absolutely outstanding defender. Tackling 15, marking 15, heading 13, 6 foot, lovely physical. I think he's sound. I mean, look how fast he is though. For a defender that's 6 foot, he is absolutely rapid. He'll probably be one of the outstanding players in this division, I believe, personally. Defender-wise, anyway, you have Big Van Dijk, you have Jason Denayer, both are from Celtic. And then the tricky winger, we have Pion Sisto, £2.2 million from Midtjylland. I mean, a weird little transfer history. Went to Vigo. I mean, he didn't really set the world alight at Vigo, so he went back to Midtjylland, where he's also struggled, but played 1 game for them with an 8.1 rating. So fingers crossed he'll do something for us. But with them 3 changes, I decided I want them 3 definitely in the squad. You have Denayer at the back, you have Hendrick in the middle, and you have Sisto on that left-hand side. The rest of it, I'm quite happy leaving to the assistant manager to pick. I imagine we'll see a lot of Mitrovic, big Mitro up top, but you never know what will happen in regards to how these things go. So, without further ado, let's get stuck to the end of the season and see just how well we can do with this. But let's get stuck in. End of the season, where we finish. Prediction in the league is actually not too bonny for us. It's 19th. It's a straight down, just above Forest. So, not a lot of faith really in my abilities, is there? As long as we beat Scott Parker, though, it's all right, isn't it? Fulham reject, but let's go. How can we do? Let's find out. Here we are, Liverpool win the Premier League, but where are we? We are 7th place. I mean, we're 8 points behind 6th and 5th for any chance of Europe, but 7th place. Who went? Brighton, Newcastle, and Forest. Newcastle with 21 points. Who do they bring in? I know this has got nothing to do with us, but how have these went down? Twanzebe, Nandez, Makudi, Virtu. They've spent so much money and it has just gone absolutely diabolically wrong for them. They will be struggling in the Championship next season. But we, in 7th place, have absolutely flew. A good 26 points clear of relegation. But the question is, how have our players done? Do we have anyone in the top 20 goals? So in the goal standard, we have Harry Wilson. It's our highest one on 11 goals, which is disappointing to see. Assist-wise, we must have someone a little bit better in the assists. Let's have a look. Nobody. What is going on? We finished 7th with no outstanding players. Dybala's at Liverpool. That is disgusting. I mean, if you got goals, was even Erling Haaland? No. Joint 3rd with Luis Muriel. Well, where have our goals came from? Mitro with 14. Wilson with 13. Alaba got 10, which is interesting, really. I mean, where are our boys? Jeff Hendrick, who we brought in there, as you can see. He had played 22 games. He scored 6, got 7 assists. Pisto played 42. 5 goals, 6 assists. Seems to have struggled in 6.73. He's really struggled to adapt to the Premier League. And then Jason Dineo, look at that. 42 appearances, a 7.05 rating for a defender. Anyone higher than him? Kenny Tete is higher than him. I mean, to be fair, both our defenders and our goalkeeper had amazing average ratings, which is nice to see. It's different. I don't know if I've seen that before. A lot of offers have come in. I mean, look at that. Gazziniga wants to go. Tim Ream, a lot of money for him. But going forward, there is a little bit of money to be made. If we go to the squad, it'd be interesting to see if anyone's actually interested in one of our new lads. I mean, no Jeff Hendrick, no Sisto, no Denayer. See, Denayer, they could sell Denayer and that would set the transfer budget for next season. It doesn't need a lot of work. Honestly, 7th place is so good. Jorge Sampaoli was at Newcastle. He got sacked. Obviously, he left Marseille to join Newcastle. But let's have a look at some of the results we have got. I mean, if we go straight to the leagues, you can see quarterfinals of the FA Cup and 3rd round of the Carabao. No one likes the Carabao anyway. But as you can see, we got hammered there, 4-2 against Wolves, who somehow, right, I went in for Mertens and he went to Wolves, which I was fuming about. Because Mertens in that attacking mid-row would absolutely set the world alight, I think. But looking for some big wins, we lost to Chelsea, we lost to Manchester United. We drew with Arsenal. Have we got any decent wins here? I mean, 5-0 against City. We got crushed there. We must have beaten a big boy at some point. We drew against Liverpool there. Another loss to Man United. We have just been kind of plucking away. This is the thing about the Premier League. You don't have to be brilliant to survive. You just need to be adequate. And, you know, when you're beating the teams around you, like your Forests, your Brightons, your Newcastles. I mean, we even got a win against Tottenham. I mean, beat Leeds. You're getting those wins against the teams that are your level. I mean, obviously top 6 aren't your level. So to beat Tottenham is absolutely outstanding, especially 2-0. Considering the first time we played them, it was we won them twice. And I would consider them well above us. So it looks like we've got a really strong side. It'll be very interesting to see how Fulham do this season. I mean, I hope, I honestly, I don't care. I mean, the thing is, Fulham will never play Norwich because they're just yo-yos. It's embarrassing. But I've showed you what I would do if I was in charge of Fulham this summer. Fingers crossed to do well. I mean, I don't care, but back in the day, pat my baby with the up. Everyone liked Fulham, didn't they? So, best of luck to them. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay safe.